Okay, so good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. If it's the first time being here, hit the subscribe button, give the videos a thumbs up, and it'll notify you every time we publish a video, which is always twice a week. Anyway, starting off today's video is we got a delivery very late last night, very late last night. It was into the little hours when our stuff came, but it has arrived now. We've been waiting a while for this stuff to come, and finally it's here. Finally we've got what we've been waiting for, so I'll just give a quick scan around and then we'll go into a bit of detail about each one of them. But you've all been asking me a good few questions about these, and finally, like that, I'm able to answer all these queries for you. So we'll start at the other end, like I said, but I'll just give a quick scan around and you can see them. Three very nice tractors with three very different stories, but we'll fill you in on all of that. So starting off here is a Massey Ferguson 6465 Dyna 4 with auto shift and an MX loader fitted as well. The front, I'm going to have to do a few jobs to this tractor, but very small ones. One of them is this front. This is an MX setup. I will change that over to Euro because I'm sure nobody in Ireland uses that setup. This comes with front suspension, and I've just taken her for a test drive. The front suspension is working well. We need to fit some new rear tires. These tires are coming off and I'm going to put some new rears on it. They haven't arrived yet. I thought they might come with it, but they haven't arrived. So once they land on, we'll be taking these off and swapping over, putting on our new ones. This tractor is 2007 and it has 5,000 hours on it. So, but there is two people have this tractor kind of reserved. Well, one person is first refusal. If he doesn't take it, another guy wants to give a look at it. So I don't know what's going to be the story there, but anyway, we'll know in time. But it's a very nice tractor. 3 spools, 40k, and Perkins engine, not a Sisu. So it's a tier 2. It's not a tier 3, it's a tier 2. But it's a very nice tractor. Selectable PTO and creeper box. Aircon works, I just checked it out there. Radio works, all of that kind of stuff. Very little to do to this one, to be fair, bar changing our front hitch dock and changing our back tires. Also, there is a hitch there to go on this pretty much straight away. I'll show you the hitch there now as well. Here is our hitch, which pretty much has nothing done. It's off of a 6616 and that'll bolt straight onto that tractor, which is very handy, but she's very clean, in very good condition. Small mark on the side of the bonnet at the other side. It even comes with her original top link. It's kind of hard to see it there now, but it's like, I'd say the loader came off kind of wrong at one stage. You can see it there. It's like the loader kind of dented in the bonnet maybe when it was coming off. So that's the only imperfection I can see in the tractor. Also, this hub seal is leaking, so we'll do that one. Now, moving on from that, we have here a CS110. This tractor is already sold. This is going to a good friend of ours. He's a case mechanic. He's actually qualified electrical in auto electronics, and then he became a case mechanic, trained with case. And so what he's going to do with this tractor is he's going to do it up top to bottom, fully go through it, because it has a couple of small ailments with electronics, and he's going to sort all of those issues out, and he's going to sell this tractor then. That's his aim. But nice tractor. It's actually in pretty good nick. It's just sat for a while is what's is its main issue. It's all there really. Like I say, it's just been parked up for a large number of years, and he just needs to give a run through that. And I have no doubt in my mind that in a month's time, this tractor will be totally transformed. So like, I mean, brilliant rubber on it and everything. Fine tractor. Very hard to get these now, you know. So yeah, very, very nice one indeed. So that'll be Connor's job. What we're going to do is we're going to get him into our shed there, and Connor's going to get him running, and then he'll take him home and complete the rest of his work to it when he gets it back to his home place. So you'll be able to follow some of the progress of this tractor, but not all of it. But it will be interesting to see what way he transforms this from the non-runner, and with his permission, if he wants, we'll film a bit of that and get him going on the whole thing. So finally, am I saving the best to last? You let me know in the comments. Let me know which one of the three would be your favorite. This is a TS90, which actually even comes complete with its first day PTO cover, 4 spool valves, creeper box, which made these a good bit faster. This thing will do about 43k on the road. Quite a weapon of a thing, actually. I've driven it down the road there, and it's strong. It is a strong yoke, and that is because it's turboed. Dealer turboed from first day, one owner from new, full service history, absolute peach of a thing. First day beacon is with it. We were going to, when I was in talks of buying this tractor, we were saying, you know, you can keep the front linkage, because obviously a small tractor, nobody is going to use the front linkage here. But we thought about it and we thought about it, and then we came to the decision that it'll actually add to it, because it just makes it really stand out. Like if that had a little weight carrier on the front of it, it probably wouldn't appeal. Well, I don't know about appealing, but it just wouldn't look as nice. So, you know, someone who really wants one of these, maybe that'll be the swinging point for them, that it has front linkage and everything. Plus it's well done. It's a Zudberg unit. It has suspension in it, and you have your taps for turning it on and off, so it doesn't occupy a spool valve at all. It's steel piped all the way back into the tractor's hydraulics. So when I showed you the bottle on it there, basically what that does is that's dampening your hydraulics on the front linkage. So if you carry an implement on the front of this, it will actually act like front suspension. That's what it will do. So for instance, if somebody buys this and they're going to use it for drawing bales, if you put a single bale handler on the front of that and a double on the back, you'll see the front bale will be doing that going along the road. And that'll give you such a smooth ride, because it's just, suspension is just something to absorb force. So if you have something out, if these rams absorb the force, it'll do the same as putting rams on your front suspension. It's just something to take the whack. Like when you hit a bump, if something does that instead of a big jolt, then there is no it makes it for a lot smoother drive. Like I was telling you, the first day beacon even is with the tractor. SLE transmission, I've driven it up and down the road. It's as smooth a one I have ever used. I can't get over how smooth it is. I always, you know, people say, oh, it's smooth out and there's always a bit of a jerk in it. I've never driven one that actually does not jerk, and this one does not jerk. It's unbelievable. I've never experienced it before. 4 spool valves and digital dash. 2003, so it's actually mid 2003. It's one of the very last of these. It has the black chassis, and most importantly, your forward and reverse is up here. A lot of them had it here. So yeah, that's her really. First day radio and air conditioning. Now my next job is we need to get Connor's CS into the shed, into the back of the shed, because Connor also works, and he's going to be coming and going from that tractor. And once it's in the back of the shed, I'll be able to bring these ones in and out and do my various bits and pieces to them, so that won't be kind of disturbing the flow of other work going on. So that's our next job. Once I get a bit of help here, I'll lift it with the loading shovel, we'll push it into the shed across the road, and we'll get stuck into the three of them. Just back collecting the Massey. As you can see, the boys have started harvesting the Brussels sprouts. They have, well, I said they've 30 acres of them yet to harvest, and that's a slow job, so they're going to be under some pressure from now until Christmas. Okay, so the Massey and the CS are in the shed now. Gonna get stuck in and do a few jobs to them this evening, as much as we can anyway. Give a couple of hours at them. Connor's gonna get stuck into his CS and see how he gets on, and I'm gonna go about putting a hitch on this one and getting her ready. Do a few small little bits and pieces of jobs, and like I say, not very much to do with her, but it needs to be fully serviced as well, which is one of the jobs. So won't get the chance to do that now. I'll order up her filters Monday morning, but if I could get her hitch on before the start of next week, it'd be great. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sure, you know, as their stories go on and there's more done to them, I'll fill you in even more and more on what's happening. But from our starting point to this evening is where we're starting, and we're going to try and make a bit of progress here tonight.